Hi, happy July. Hopping right into reflections for the month. This is going to be a 2-week reflection. So work-wise, it was busy some weeks and slow on others. I just kind of kept up with the normal routine of things. However, my boss also was moving this month, so that meant doing things like organizing the storage cabinet with all of our equipment, making sure we were filming ahead of schedule, and just really being on top of stuff. This month I really tried to work on spending less money by making my own lunches for work. I got really into the raw peat salad, carrot salad. If you've heard about that, it's supposed to be really good for balancing hormones. And I do still eat quite a bit of carrots even if I'm not having it in the salad form. And I got to do a really fun thing for work. I got to go explore the Sunday showroom here in Vancouver. A lot of my work is sitting at a desk and creating video content and editing video content that doesn't go here on my channel but on my boss's channel. And so I really had a fun time getting to go to an interior design showroom and look at some furniture pieces that we were potentially going to use for an upcoming video, but I don't think we will. And it was just a beautiful day in Vancouver that day, so taking the ferry to Granville Island to get to the showroom really made me appreciate the weather and what a beautiful city I get to live in. Another huge theme for me during the month of July was trying to maximize as much time as I could outside. Vancouver is notoriously known for its rainy, gloomy Pacific Northwest weather. It gets called Vancouver all the time, and so I really like to bask in the sun, especially as a California girl at my roots, and go to the beach when I can. And so spending time outside for me looks like trying to walk to work, which I did get to do once my boss moved, but even just taking public transit and getting off a station early, or skipping the bus part of my public transit route. I also was trying to get a lot of walks in during my lunch breaks after I ate my lunch because it helps with digestion. It also gave me a little bit of time to do some extra tasks or run errands.
Hello. So I'm on my lunch break and I need to go pick up film, so that's where we're headed. It's a nice day out, so I thought, why not make it today that I go pick up my film? I tried to find somewhere quiet to give you guys a little bit of an update. I'm currently on my lunch break, so I don't have very long. But today's been not busy, but the tasks that I have at work have been time consuming. So that's been good. And I think today after work, I really want to go to the park. So I live very close to a park, and I'm thinking of bringing my book and my journal and maybe some art supplies and just doing a little doodling because I'm trying to commit more time to artistic endeavors instead of just going home. And we've been in a heat wave and our apartment doesn't have AC, so better off just going and laying in the shade and grounding, getting the earth's magnetic vibrations. But yeah, it's a beautiful day here in Vancouver, and I hope wherever you are, you have nice weather as well. I've filmed this clip 3 times, but the lighting's been pretty ass in a lot of them, and then I get self-conscious, so I'm doing it again, but hopefully for the last time. Basically, I got matcha. I'm on my way to the dentist. This matcha is not very good. It's just poor quality matcha, which I've become kind of a matcha girly since quitting coffee I say loosely, I say quitting loosely, but I'm gonna drink it anyways. I was just chilling here. Look at the gardens. So many pretty flowers. I'm kind of obsessed with grandma flower gardening. Also, I wasn't looking into the camera that whole clip, so enjoy that.
Spending time outside also just looked like basking in nature when I could. I live really close to one of the most beautiful parks in Vancouver, in my opinion, and so if I don't have the means or the energy to get myself to a beach to go suntan, I kind of just go there. And I love to read my books, people watch, draw. So I went there a few times over the course of the 2 weeks that I filmed this in July, and I've honestly even tried to like continue that practice going into August. It's also been really helpful to prioritize spending time with my friends in nature as well. I think it can be helpful instead of going and spending money going to get food or, you know, get a drink somewhere. Just like meeting up at a park with some snacks or with your drinks from home, or like going for a walk. I ended up going skateboarding with our friends Grace and Jacob quite a bit, and I'm a beginner skateboarder. I don't even own a skateboard. All three of everyone else knows how to skate and has skateboards, but I told myself the third time I go I will get a board. So that was really fun. I've gone twice now, so the next time I go I get to reward myself with a board. And I'm learning some things. I'm like actually getting better, and it's good to see that kind of improvement. And it's also a form of exercise, which leads me to kind of my third category of the way I've been spending the month of July, which is by like working out and doing self-care. I've been trying to go on runs, not very successfully. I'm running my second half marathon with a bunch of my friends in September, so I'm trying to motivate myself to go on more runs, and that's a great way to spend time in nature. However, it has been so far not very successful. I also have been really into Pilates, reformer Pilates classes, which is an expensive habit and an expensive way to exercise when you can like do pretty much the same things at home with like a foam roller. But I just love it. I'm like indoctrinated into the cult a little bit. So I've been doing my Liguri classes here and there, and just trying to put more time into also like taking care of myself mentally with like journaling and trying to do more art where I can. Also just taking care of the mind, the body, the spirit. I mean, if we're talking about body, also like skincare, and because your skin is your largest organ. So I've been having fun kind of like perfecting my skincare routine a little bit as well.
So I just took a shower, and I thought it'd be fun to show you my nighttime skincare routine. So in the shower, I wash my face with CeraVe, which I already did. And then the first thing I'm gonna do is spritz some rose water all around my face. It's literally just rose water. I buy it at a Middle Eastern store like this. So it's like the food grade type, not stuff that's made of essential oils. And I don't wash my face in the mornings. I just use that to spritz my face because I do my nighttime skincare routine, and then you end up like in the morning you wash all of that work off, where like in the evening your skin's repairing itself and you've put all these products on, so your face isn't really dirty. So that's my reasoning. So I just like refresh my face with that. Now we just have to wait for it to dry. Now that my skin is dry from the rose water, I put on rosehip oil. I just get this, it's cold pressed rosehip oil. I get it from a refill store, so I just take these in, and honestly one of these bottles lasts longer than a month, not quite 2 months I think. And I'm just really rub it in. I use like 2 healthy drops. I also use jojoba oil in the mornings. I like using it in both the nighttime and the daytime, but I think jojoba oil is a little bit of a lighter oil than the rosehip oil. And I think rosehip oil is supposed to help with scarring and pigmentation, and I still have some from my acne. I just stick to jojoba oil and rosehip oil and rose water. And I've recently introduced
tallow, beef tallow, into my skin too. So I do find like I don't do this every night. I kind of just use it every few nights, especially when I've like already put rosehip oil on my skin. But I'll like rub it into my neck for moisturizing, and like whatever's left on my hands I'll kind of just add to the skin. The only problem is you need to be careful because it is quite thick. So like once I've already put on an oil, if I put a tallow on top, it feels like kind of a bit much. That's my nighttime skincare routine now. I just have to brush my teeth and go to bed, you know? The last thing I was gonna say is I take magnesium in the evenings because it supposedly helps you get sleepy, and in the mornings I take maca and ginseng because they help with energy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything for July. I really enjoyed making this video, and I'm gonna try and do another one of these for August, I hope. I think it's a great way to reflect on the way you live each month and how your lifestyle changes with the seasons. And this is not like some revolutionary idea. I got this idea from Claudia Salewski. So hopefully more videos coming from me soon. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like or subscribe, and I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Thanks, bye.